All right, guys, can you hear me? All right, this is Friday. We all made it. It's still alive. Yeah, I didn't trade yesterday because I was hung the fuck over. Not because I lost or anything. I just couldn't get up, man. So these guys are like, "Oh, you fucking didn't post anything. Must mean he lost." No, dude. All I lost was brain cells and half of my liver. But right now it's regenerating. All right, can everybody hear me? All right, so we're gonna do a quick recap. So I'm gonna go over my steps when I get into the office, okay? When I get into the office, I turn on the machine. First thing I do is I look at my scanner. Actually, before I even look at my scanner, dude, what is on my current desktop, my level 2, are the plays from the previous day. So that's what I look at first, okay? So remember what I said, the plays from yesterday will be the plays that I will be trading today, most likely. So what was hot yesterday? IZEA. So that was already on my screen. CNTF. And so when I got into the office, it was already down. So IZEA was already down. CNTF, no shot. So I was like, fuck, done. I'm not gonna chase this shit down. So then I looked at my scanner. So I'm still using equity feed. I'm gonna get a deal for everybody, guys, on equity feed. Trade ideas, although it's great, everyone's using it. Everyone's using it. It's a sheep tool now. Everyone sees the same crap, right? Everyone's trading the same shit. It becomes an overcrowded trade. So don't tell anybody. So I'm gonna work out a deal. I'm gonna work out a deal for you guys for equity feed, and so that answers the question of where did I see SNES? SNES didn't even come up on these trade. I mean, on these equity. What was it? Trade idea guys screens. Okay, so trade ideas. Everyone's seeing the same shit. So I'm trying to do something different, right? So you guys understand the difference. So I'm looking at other things before it even happens. So I'm using equity feed. I have my own filters in there to figure out what I like to see, and I see them before even the pumpers see them, because I'm using a different tool, right? And so, anyways, so let's go. We'll talk more of that later on, but right now let's stick to this because it's Friday and we all want to go about our business. So IZEA. So that was my main trade because I'm like, shit, dude. Yesterday it went huge. So what plans do I have? So yesterday it went up to 270. So I'm like, dude, that would be the optimum area that I would be hitting now. So someone did that. Someone fucking killed it in the 260, 270. You see this? Pre-market. So someone had the same exact idea. So teaching you guys this thing is actually bad, dude, because it's fucking me up. But anyways, it doesn't matter, right? There's a lot of money to be made, go around. I don't need to be greedy about it. Someone did that. Someone started hitting this shit. And so I actually like to wake up later. So look at the time, man. So actually these times are so back in the day, 8 o'clock is when pre-market opens. And the guys that have a super software can start trading at even earlier, dude, like 5, 7 a.m. and stuff like that. Most of the people can't even touch it until the open or 8 a.m. Okay, so I let people. So back in the day, it used to just be 8 a.m. People start hammering shit, and that was pre-market. So now pre-market even starts earlier, dude. You got guys in shit at 6 a.m., which would be 3 a.m. my time. That's like the time I went back from the bars, you know. So I kind of like to wake up actually a little later because I like the charts to form. I don't want to be the guy that's guessing up or down. I want to just get there. The data is there for me. Other people are doing the guinea pig trades for me. And so that's how I got to this level here. But unfortunately, by the time 8 a.m. came, it started going down. So once it started going down, I was like, fuck, dude. So I'm moving my lines down from 270, 260 to 240. Next you know, it's fucking 220 line now. And then it's like fucking jacked up here. So I'm like, so I nibbled early as well on the way down. I nibbled. So it's okay to nibble, do test trades, small stuff, you know, just to get the feel, and nothing big. And so that's what I did. So I had some nice shorts up here, but fucking it's too small, you know what I mean? Made some money, but it's too tiny, dude. So I started moving my lines down, and so my last line was at 220, and so I actually got one good trade off. It took until 10:30. Fucking 10:30, I finally got my move back to 220 to 230. So I actually made that money from here back down. So that was my entire trade for IZA, dude. My main trade for IZA. You see the patience, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, dude, if I miss it. And the fact that SSR was triggered under 230. So I'm not gonna be touching shit. I don't know if it's gonna be squeezed. Yesterday was a trap all day long, dude. It would go up, it would go down, a trap. So when you see this trapping action, you should be very scared of that kind of stock because there's a lot of manipulators in it. Today, not so much. And so I think maybe this is why it did this, because people were expecting it to trap all the time. So when people expect the same type of move, it becomes overcrowded. And so today, I think everyone thought IZA is gonna trap and spike up. And so that's why I think this is why this happened like this. Because the laws got in and all they did was just start selling and selling. And it's like, you know, when everyone's expecting the same shit, it's gonna do the reverse, right? So yesterday everyone expected rehash news. Rehash meaning is IZA had the same news already. Oh, easy kill, which was, it went from here down to here, and then it went back up and went back down. It's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna load up now, you know, this is easy, it's old news, this is easy money. Next thing you know, fucking everyone got killed. So those are the type of thing. Whenever it expects an easy play, it never becomes an easy play, dude. And I noticed this in my trading career. The moment I'm the most fearful is when I should make the trade. When I'm the most comfortable, it's when like, oh shit, man. You know, something's fucking wrong. Why is this too easy? So I keep that in the back of my mind too. Like, why is it too obvious, right? It's fucking too easy, must be something. But that kind of thinking also makes you second guess yourself. So don't think about that. So you can put down in your spreadsheet how many times you thought that this play was too easy and it was easy. Okay, so start charting that down. How many times when you thought, oh fuck, I'm so scared, I'm shitting my pants, and that was the right play. And so build your own probabilities spreadsheet, and then you can conclude yourself when you have that oh shit feeling or when you have that easy feeling. Right, that makes sense, because I don't really know what you guys trade. Everyone trades different shit. Everyone has a different oh shit feeling and comfortability feeling, so start documenting it. And I guarantee you, remember, trading is all about emotions. So if you learned something about today, I think that's a very important factor, because every time I feel like, oh fuck, I'm so fucking scared. Like today, oh my God, I'm so fucking scared. I think this thing gonna rip the $3 and gonna trap me. It went the opposite direction, dude. You know, so start tracking now your emotions, and then based upon your emotions, it may actually work, dude. So that was the trade on IEZA today. So the lesson here was the fact that I was scared, everyone was waiting for that thing to pop up, and it did the complete opposite, dude. But I didn't chase it down. I said I was content to saying, I fucking missed this, let it go. And I waited for the 220, 230 area, which I got in here. So, I mean, I made, you know, all you take is one trade, and you know, you make your money for the day. I don't claim to be the biggest trader. I don't claim to make the most money, but shit, man, I make my money and I leave. No stress. I go fucking go sleep, go drink. I don't need to wake up if I don't have to wake up, you know, to work. Okay, gets to the next play, AIPT. This actually was my top play next to IZEA. So the news came up and it was this. I'm not gonna go too much what I consider my top plays are, because that's kind of still my little secret, for my secret sauce for myself. How you rank it is up to you. It's all subjective, right? You read the news, you figure out based on experience, you look at the charts. And so for this stock, it's the same exact thing, dude. I barely got anything. So it went down here. So the only load up I had was this point here. So be patient, that's it. I didn't get that much on this. I was kind of pissed too that went down. It went down so much, it never bounced back. So I couldn't get the fills I wanted. Usually I pick a play, and usually they have one good move that you fill in, and then it dies. In this case, it did that, and it was just too quick. So that was that. So let me see. So AD, our old favorite, dude. This is like an old school favorite stock from way back in the day, ADSX. So same type of move. I love this type of stock, dude. But I love these charts where it just fucking gaps huge and it just blows everybody down. So once that happens, the VWAP, everyone's stuck. Everyone's a back holder. And so I love these type of charts. It's like, I don't mind kind of chasing these. So I posted some prints, but it was just such a hard field here, dude. I expected it to at least bounce 10 cents so I can get my little cushion in. It didn't. It just started dumping. So once it dumped, I couldn't feel it anymore. And now the meat is gone. I call it the meat. It started stabilizing. I was like, I'm not gonna be the guy. What's the risk reward here, you know? And so that kind of thinking, you gotta think as well. So you have to think bag holder. You have to think who's stuck short. You have to think now how much meat is left. The risk reward, I call it, right? And so sometimes you just gotta be content with making what you're making or just miss it, man. It's like, you know, you fucking wait. This job is all about waiting, man. You wait for a good setup, good entry, let the entry come to you, and that's all you need. I mean, most people make a couple $100 a day in their job, and like, dude, you can do this if you just hunt it down, right? Like I did. I hunted it down. And let's see, what else I trade? Oh, SNES. Why the hell did I touch this stock? I really don't know, dude. Now it's making new highs, dude. 183. Wow. What a trap. See that shit? What a trap. Let me change this to 1 day. So this is the intraday of SNES. This is Super Mario Brothers stock one. So when I woke up this morning, I saw it here. I saw like this strange, it was only like 80,000 volume or something. It's very small.
I was going to ask you all to do this.
It was very tiny volume, dude. And I was like, something's suspicious with this stock. Okay, so I'm pulling up the chart. And it's like, dude, it knocked everybody out the previous day. Something's going on. See, they tricked everybody out. SNES. And it turned out SSR, dude. It was a tricky ass play, right? So it's like, dude, something's up. And so I saw very little volume, and I saw it went huge up here to 180, dude. And so I was like, fuck, I missed it. So I actually put a 146. And that's because that's the line I saw. You see this line? So I actually got hit right here, dude. I got lucky. It was just a fucking lucky. I forgot to cancel this. I forgot to cancel it because I just kind of left it there all day. Because when I saw it was like 170, I was like, I fucking missed it. And so I got lucky when I left it, and it just started filling me all the way here. So I heard beep, 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 beep. And it's like, oh shit, I got lucky. I got in. And so notice what it did here. So sometimes you can take a risk, but don't be chasing these low volume stuff, dude. So when I see low volume, I don't want to mess with it because low volume up means low volume down. So it doesn't take much for it to pop down, which it did, but then it spiked right back up. And now it's 4 million volume. It's fucking just trapped everybody. And so these are the deadly kind of plays from the long side and also from the short, it's both scary from the long side and the short side because from the long perspective, you're like, oh, fuck, yeah, awesome, dude. It's moving. I'm buying it at 170. Next thing you know, it's fucking at 146. You're like, oh, shit, I'm going to dump it. And so now you just got caught. And same thing happens on the reverse side, on the short side. Oh, yeah, dude, this thing's dead. I'm shorting it down. It's going to go down to nothing because yesterday it was here. And then, remember, this is all low volume moves here. The big volume came later. So let's take a look at this on my other stock charts. So I use line chart, but I also use other stuff, okay? So I have different charts. So here I can have volume. So take a look at these interesting charts I got. So here's your candlestick fancy stuff, okay? If I want to know about volume and stuff, there's volume. There's also another interesting chart that has volume on the side. So these are the volume bars, right? At each particular price too. so you can see like the action of where it is. So basically, you play your own. Charting is all you, man. I mean, dude. I'll tell you what charting is. Charting is just basically probability. It's they're using all these statistical analysis to give you some sort of percentage to predict stuff, but even prediction is not right. Even if 99%, there's still 1%, right? And so, but it's a law of large numbers. So over time, if you go with a high probability setup, you will make money, right? So that is the whole theory behind everything. So probability is, if you do one trade, it may be off. But if it's high probability, And so if you want to do charting, the only charting I would actually do for myself is the beyond the line stuff is what's that? The Fibonacci. So Thinkorswim or something has those kind of lines. A lot of plotting profile has those lines. And so play with that, dude. Fibonacci actually is the only fancy indicator that I would recommend. And so if you have no idea how to draw a chart or whatever, the dumb play to do is a Fibonacci. That's everyone does. That's what everybody does. So that's what they do for futures with everything. So they have a retracement percentage and how much to scale in and out. And so Fibonacci is all that stuff. But I'm like, dude, if everyone's doing the same shit, then what's your edge, right? And so this is why I do. I am a very different type of trader. I don't do these things. I just do my own thing, and what works for me, right? And so I mean, because remember, if you're doing everything the same way, so I use these other indicators sometimes, just so I know what other people are doing. Like if I know that everyone's doing a Fibonacci retracement stuff, I can pretty tell where the areas are. And so I can either undercut you or fill before you or anticipate your move, right? And so that's the thinking that you gotta do as well. Like if everyone's doing the same shit, dude, what's your edge? So you have to outthink them sometimes. You don't wanna be part of the sheep. Yeah, dude, and oh yeah, Pixie was one I was supposed to be talking about. So this one's actually a very interesting one. Because I posted the chat that Alex and I had, and remember, dude, half of your profits are based upon what you made. The other half is based upon what you don't lose, right? So losing is actually is more of a problem than making money. You can make money 10 days in a row, and the fucking one loss will fucking burn you, man. It happens all the time, and that is the hardest part about being consistent. It's not about making money, man. Making money is easy. It's not losing it all back on one fucking idiotic trade. Because what happens is you make trades and you make money 10 days in a row and you become cocky. You're like, fuck, dude, I got out of it, okay? I broke rules, I had bad habits, but remember, man, bad habits will always catch up to you. All it takes is one bad action to wipe out your whole entire career. Just remember that. So you have to be disciplined. You can't just say, hey, I got away with it, and then the worst is the hindsight traders. The woulda, shoulda, coulda guys. Those are the guys I guarantee you will blow up. Because they're always like, oh fuck, I'm right. I should have loaded more. So what they do is in their mind, they convince themselves of the next trade that they're gonna load up more. So they deviated from their plan, dude. Or they can say, oh, I should not have stopped out. See what happened, man? They tricked me. So the next time, they're not gonna trick me. And so you know what happens next time? Oh, fuck, man, they tricked me. Because you tricked yourself, right? So if you just maintain your winning strategy and repeat it over and over, that's how it is. So for my thing is, when I looked up at Pixie, I woke up, I was like, this sucker pre-market, it went from here, let me see the time. Scale up. Oops. So this will be the last lesson for today. And this is why I avoided Pixie. Because when I woke up, this sucker was at 390 at 7 o'clock. And then it hit the bottom at 8 a.m., right? At 3:45. And then it squeezed all the way back up, dude. So those kind of moves are like, why is it so damn strong? You know, we want to make, if you want to short it, you need to find a stock that's making new lows, right? Not making higher lows. And so it was like, dude, there's all this volume. It's like someone's eating this thing, dude. And even when it went down, it didn't go down to the 340 level. It stuck around this level, 360 level. So it was a higher low, and the range was so tight, dude. 60 to 70. It's like something's going on. Someone's eating this thing, dude. And so I just had a weird feeling because the range was very small. It was a higher low. And I was like, I'm not touching this thing. What is my risk reward for touching this shit? I don't want to be a hero. I'm like, fine, I'd rather miss it. And so, well, surely enough, it was right. And then if you get caught, dude, there's no way to recover, right? Look at this, 350, 360, boom, $4, instant death. And why did I short 449? Because this is the last thing I'll show you. I looked at the 1 year chart and I just thought 450 was the area. So what I tell people all the time is whatever, if I'm shorting, man, whatever I think is the first resistance ain't the fucking top. I've got to move that thing out 2, 3, 4 times to be sure, right? Because the first one's always wrong. So that's why I was like, because if it breaks out, dude, it's gonna be fucking, all the amateur guys are getting stuck at the first level. Remember what I said with the bouncing a stock too? The first bounce is always fake. The second and third one is usually the one. It's the same thing with the shorting, man. The first resistance is usually the fucking amateur resistance, because what's gonna happen, the first resistance breaks. All the shorts, they go, oh shit, they start covering, which gets you to the second resistance. And sometimes the second resistance is not it either, because then you have the fucking guys that have enough money to add on the second resistance. And then when it breaks, oh shit, and those guys cover. And that's how you get these fucking crazy parabolic moves. Does that kind of make sense now? All right, guys, that's it for today. Happy Friday. But I guess the moral of the story is, first, you don't want to be doing what other people are doing. And to stock your, get a spreadsheet and stock your emotions, because a lot of people don't think about this, but dude, emotions is huge. Start charting start putting on your spreadsheet the oh shit moments, and you'll see, it will correlate, and you'll figure it out. Like when I have a comfortable feeling, it's like, dude, is that too good to be true or not, right? But I'm talking about like the comfortable feeling when you initially start the trade, not after time when you build a cushion already, okay? So there's a big difference, okay? When you start initial trade, you're comfortable about doing this trade. Are you too comfortable, or, usually for me, it's like medium is good. When I have a medium kind of fear, but not too much fear where I'm not gonna act on it, right? But when I'm like, oh, dude, this is a slam dunk. This is a piece of cake. If you have that piece of cake feeling, I'm pretty sure everyone is having that piece of cake feeling. And that's how you get trapped. Hey, Edson. No, I'm not going to be in New York next Tuesday. I'm stuck in California. But, okay, guys. I'll see you guys next week, and have a very good weekend.